everybody. Scott Golden here with the WCW Worldwide Review Series for the 31st of July, 1993. We are fast approaching the end of these. We got a total of 4 more, then we're going to go back in time. This time, though, Max Payne promises to bring more pain and torture to anyone who will listen, and promises to get rid of Johnny B. Bad, teaming up with Paul Orndorff, which is just a weird combination. This begins his babyface turn ever so slowly. Van Hammer comes out with a little bit of a different look, wearing kind of a skull cap and being more boisterous than perhaps ever before. Anyway, Van Hammer in an enhancement match with a guy who says he's pulling his hair even though the guy barely has any. Van Hammer looking like more aggressive because he's got kind of a singlet on that's showing off legs and more muscle. He seems to have taken some time to maybe add to his arsenal, but also hit the weight room a little bit more. Shoulder tackles and basic stuff by Van Hammer. Van Hammer, kind of a missed opportunity, back elbows, and he still goes for the backdrop and the slingshot suplex eventually. Then we go back to highlights of Harley Race previous week, destroying a cactus that he'd been sent. Obviously a message from Cactus Jack. The Equalizer and Rick Rude. Equalizer eventually becomes Evad or Dave Sullivan. Equalizer and Rick Rude, though, are tag team partners here. Aiding in the feud with Dustin Rhodes is the Equalizer. Equalizer hits a modified choke slam out of nowhere in the early stages here, and then completely wipes out the adversaries as they are. Awkward matches, and Rick Rude eventually manages to hit the Rude Awakening and get the victory there. We see, for the first time on this program anyway, although we've skipped several weeks, that there is a new Horseman. The Horsemen, of course, are Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, and Paul Roma. Enhancement talent match here. Anderson starts. Anderson goes to work on his adversary. Roma, for all it's worth, does look better than normal, although has always been in good shape. Awkward drop kick by Roma on the enhancement talent at a midpoint, and he stays on the adversary. Flips him over, and again, there you go, drops the elbow and the leg drop right on the arm. Anderson comes back in, continues to work over the arm. Anderson enables a spine buster, and there we go. Sid is out next. Colonel Rob Parker promises that he is going to help Vader to destroy anyone in his pathway. They are moving towards Fall Brawl and the War Games event. Sid's extent of his match is a couple of kicks, a choke slam, and a power bomb. And Sid quickly eliminates any doubt that he is one of the most devastating people in the area for sure. Flair for the gold continues here. We've covered this before. Dustin Rhodes, still your U.S. champion, and talks about wanting to live up to the auspices of his father, the great American dream, Dusty Rhodes. We then see the tag team match main event as Johnny B. Bad and partner are in there with Max Payne and Paul Orndorff. Johnny B. Bad takes the majority of the match, having feuded with both Orndorff and Payne for the reasonable last little while. There are Paula pennants a bit for sale, and we've got several shots there. Ultimately, Ricky Steamboat is the partner of Johnny B. Bad, which is a weird combination, but probably just a TV match thrown together. Steamboat and Max Payne have a bit of a go. Steamboat holding on to the headlock for a while, goes to the top rope, hits a shot to the top of the head. A couple of drop kicks, but doesn't get all he wants. Bad comes back in and gets cut off in the heels corner. Quick tags by Orndorff and Payne for the next several minutes. Drop of the elbow onto Johnny B. Bad, and Johnny B. Bad certainly is not looking very good here. Match slows down, front face lock for several minutes while there is the attempt to tag in by Steamboat. Cut off of the tag, and he even tries to cut the match off. Wins for the babyfaces eventually, but there's problems in the camp between Orndorff and Max Payne going forward. And we close with more highlights from Ric Flair. Ric Flair beating Barry Windham for the WCW or NWA title at Beach Blast for the 10th time. And that is how we close with scenes from A Flair for the Gold and a scene from that victory. We will be back with more right after this.